Is your body trying to tell you something, and you're just brushing it off? A headache, a little forgetfulness, some dizziness seems normal, right? But what if those everyday symptoms are actually red flags of something more serious, like a brain tumor? Don't panic, but don't ignore the signs either. Let's talk about it. Our brains are incredibly powerful, but they're also incredibly sensitive. When something goes wrong, like a tumor forming inside or around the brain, the effects can show up in surprising ways. The scary part? Many of these signs are subtle. You might chalk them up to stress, lack of sleep, or getting older. But being aware of the warning signs could help you catch a serious problem early when treatment has the best chance of success. So, what should you be watching for? A brain tumor is an abnormal growth of cells in or around the brain. Not all brain tumors are cancerous, but even benign tumors can be dangerous because of the pressure they place on the brain. The tricky part: the symptoms of a brain tumor can be subtle, misleading, or easy to mistake for something minor like stress, migraines, or aging. That's why it's crucial to know what to look for. 10 warning signs that could point to a brain tumor. Number 1. Persistent headaches. Everyone gets headaches from time to time, but brain tumor-related headaches tend to feel different. They're often more intense and may feel like a deep, pressure-filled pain rather than a sharp or throbbing ache. These headaches commonly occur in the early morning, sometimes even waking you up from sleep. They might worsen when you change positions, cough, or exercise. Unlike tension or migraine headaches, these can become more frequent and resistant to typical pain medications. If your headaches are becoming more regular, more painful, or are paired with nausea or vomiting, it's time to consult a doctor. Number 2. Vision problems. Vision changes are another subtle but serious warning sign. If you notice blurred vision, double vision, or unexplained loss of vision, especially in just one eye, don't ignore it. Brain tumors can put pressure on the optic nerve or affect areas of the brain responsible for processing sight. You might also notice flashing lights, blind spots, or difficulty focusing your eyes. These symptoms can come and go or become worse over time. Since our eyes are directly connected to the brain, any sudden or unusual vision issues should always be taken seriously and checked by a medical professional right away. Number 3. Seizures. Seizures are one of the most alarming signs of a brain tumor, especially if you've never had them before. They can range from full-body convulsions to more subtle symptoms like sudden jerking in one part of the body, unusual sensations like a strange smell or taste, or moments of staring and unresponsiveness. Some people experience tingling, muscle twitching, or even brief blackouts. A brain tumor can disrupt the brain's normal electrical activity, leading to these episodes. If you experience a seizure for the first time, no matter how mild, seek immediate medical attention to determine the cause and get the right care. Number 4. Memory loss or confusion. We all forget things sometimes, but if memory lapses start happening more often, or if you're feeling confused during simple tasks, it could be something more. Brain tumors located in areas responsible for thinking and memory can cause noticeable cognitive decline. You might struggle to remember names, follow a conversation, or find the right words when speaking. In more advanced cases, people may forget familiar routines or feel mentally foggy throughout the day. These changes can be subtle at first, but they tend to worsen over time. If you or someone you know is showing these signs, it's important to get evaluated. Number 5. Balance and coordination issues. If you're finding it harder to walk in a straight line, constantly tripping, or feeling unsteady on your feet, it could be more than clumsiness. Tumors located in the cerebellum or brainstem can interfere with your motor control, leading to coordination problems. You might notice difficulty with simple tasks like buttoning a shirt, writing, or even holding objects without dropping them. Some people develop a noticeable tilt in their posture or sway while standing. If these issues appear suddenly or worsen over time, it's important to get evaluated. It might be your brain sending you a signal that something's off. Number 6. Nausea or vomiting. Feeling nauseous or vomiting without a clear reason, especially if it happens repeatedly or early in the morning, could be a sign of increased pressure in the brain. As a tumor grows, it can block normal fluid flow or create pressure inside the skull, leading to symptoms that mimic stomach problems. These episodes are often paired with headaches or dizziness, but not always. Unlike food-related nausea, this kind doesn't usually improve with diet changes or typical stomach remedies. If you're frequently sick to your stomach with no obvious cause, and especially if it's getting worse, it's time to see a doctor. Number 7. Personality or mood changes. Subtle shifts in mood or behavior can sometimes be more telling than physical symptoms. If someone who's usually calm becomes irritable, depressed, unusually emotional, or starts acting impulsively, it could be linked to a tumor affecting the brain's frontal lobe or other regions that regulate personality and behavior. Some people withdraw from loved ones, lose interest in things they once enjoyed, or become unusually aggressive or confused. These changes may develop slowly, making them hard to spot at first, But when personality shifts feel out of character or begin to interfere with daily life, they shouldn't be ignored. Number 8. Weakness or numbness. Sudden weakness or numbness, particularly on one side of the body, is a serious symptom that should never be brushed off. A brain tumor can interfere with how your brain sends signals to your muscles, leading to loss of strength or sensation in your arms, legs, or face. This may feel like your limbs are heavy, clumsy, or falling asleep for no clear reason. You might also find it harder to grip objects, climb stairs, or keep your balance. These symptoms often resemble those of a stroke and demand immediate medical attention to identify the cause and begin appropriate care. Number 9. Speech difficulties. Are you suddenly struggling to find the right words, slurring your speech, or having trouble understanding what others are saying? These language issues could signal a tumor affecting the brain's speech centers, usually located in the left hemisphere. You might speak in sentences that don't make sense, pause frequently, or mispronounce simple words. Some people can't follow conversations or mix up similar-sounding words. These symptoms often appear subtly and worsen gradually, making them easy to overlook. If you notice unusual speech patterns in yourself or someone else, especially when paired with other symptoms, it's time to seek medical evaluation. Number 10. Hearing loss or ringing in the ears. Sudden hearing loss in one ear or constant ringing, tinnitus, could point to a tumor affecting the auditory nerves or nearby brain areas. These tumors, such as acoustic neuromas, are often slow-growing but can still interfere with how the brain processes sound. You might find yourself asking people to repeat things often, turning up the volume unusually high, or struggling to hear in noisy places. The ringing can be persistent and distracting, especially in quiet environments. Though hearing issues have many possible causes, any unexplained or one-sided change in hearing deserves a closer look from a healthcare provider. What to do if you notice these signs? If you're experiencing one or more of these symptoms, the most important thing to remember is don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Many of these signs can be linked to far less serious conditions like stress, migraines, or anxiety. However, when symptoms are new, persistent, or getting worse, it's your body's way of saying something isn't right. Start by tracking your symptoms. Write down when they appear, how long they last, and anything that seems to trigger or relieve them. This can help your doctor see any patterns and understand your situation better. Next, book an appointment with a healthcare provider, preferably your primary doctor or a neurologist. Be honest about what you're feeling, even if it seems small or disconnected. Sometimes, the smallest symptom can give the biggest clue. Depending on your symptoms, your doctor may recommend tests like an MRI or CT scan to get a detailed view of your brain. These imaging tests are crucial for detecting any abnormal growths or pressure. Most importantly, don't delay. The earlier a brain tumor or any serious condition is detected, the better your chances are for effective treatment. Whether it's a tumor or something else entirely, early action can make a life-changing difference. Not every headache or dizzy spell means you have a brain tumor, but paying attention to patterns, frequency, and unusual combinations of symptoms could save your life. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to our channel. This will help us bring more educational content for you.